So nice to see you, Rafia.
Hello, Remy. Good to see you too.
Yeah. So we are continuing our discussions with amazing people on this authenticity journey, and I really would like to ask you, Rafia, during this whole journey, so many people you have seen. So, what is authenticity for you? How would you describe it?
Well, it's a big question. I think for me it's really when our outer actions match with our inner world.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's basically, it's walking the talk.
Mm-hmm.
And it comes and arises naturally when we've anchored ourselves in a place where we love the truth and we have a commitment to be honest. And then we can't help but be authentic.
Mm-hmm. And this love of the truth, like, where does it come from? Like, or how to sense this, that this is true for me? Like,
Well, for me, it's a kind of remembrance and it's a questioning, because my personality has all of its preferences and habits. It has a great tradition of looking into what I think will work best in a possible situation in order to get the results that I want. But that's not necessarily the truth. In fact, that's a kind of manipulating, going by the side kind of way. Instead, it's really to ask myself the question, well, what is the truth right now? What is my truth, as far as I can see? And it's something that I can feel as an alignment inside. And then when I come from that place, I sense that my actions will be congruent with that place. But it's something I have to work on, because I wasn't born, learning to tell the truth. I was trained to learn to say what works the best.
uh-huh. And during this discovery, maybe you remember, or from yourself, or from the clients that you met, participants, like some situation, like how it was discovered, this truth, like this alignment.
Yeah, I guess it happened for me more in the work that I was doing with inquiry, and it became and self-inquiry became very important to me. And why would I inquire into something? Well, I would inquire into something if I wanted to know the truth about it, and to even then question that and to say to myself, I want to know the truth. Implicit in that is that I don't know the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and that, for me, makes me open. Because then I'm there to discover. And then the inquiry to see, well, what is really true for me, brings a certain feeling of being genuine.
Mm-hmm.
And it brings a certain vulnerability.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm not inquiring into the truth, then I'm trying to convince perhaps somebody else of a viewpoint, which I already have, which for whatever reason, but it may not be my real truth.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned this inquiry, like not everybody familiar. What is it like? How would you describe what is it inquiry, and what questions would be good to go or to use in inquiry?
Well, inquiry, first of all, it's the basis of science, to inquire, and the word itself literally means to question. And like I was saying a moment ago, if we question something, implicit is that we don't know the answer, but we want to know the answer.
Mm-hmm.
So that then starts, and that we're curious to know the answer. So that creates a certain inner atmosphere, which I find is very conducive towards moving towards the truth. Then if I add, okay, I love the truth and I want to know the truth, even if the truth makes me uncomfortable or it's inconvenient, I'd rather know the truth than get stuck in a lie. So that creates an inner atmosphere which gets me moving in a particular direction. And then I think the next aspect of it is to be courageous.
Mm-hmm.
And that comes back to authenticity as well, because I think it takes courage to be authentic, and I think it takes courage in order to say what I really feel or what I find to be true, because what I find to be true might upset somebody else, or it might be inconvenient for somebody else. So courage is another factor I find in inquiry that's very important.
And the question, like, what would be the question that you would leave, the person who's watching now to inquire, to go with this courage and this curiosity?
Well, I think the question is really to ask yourself, first, do I love the truth? Do I want to know the truth? You know? And if the answer is yes, then that automatically leads to the place where I'm willing to look into and inquire about whatsoever is happening to myself and have the truth be revealed as something that's maybe different than what my former beliefs were. And that takes courage again. And it takes the willingness and openness to change, and the kind of love to change. And that's all implicit in authenticity, because we do change all the time. If I would be telling you the same things right now that I would have answered to these questions 10 years ago, I would be lying. I would just be trying to get through this interview without giving any real consideration to where I am right now.
Thank you, Rafia, for sharing this.
Thank you, Rami. It's really an honor to get to speak with you and to share this.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
The question is, like, do I really love the truth? Thank you.